And welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft server. Here in the train station, just coming back from Old Hermiton. And I gotta say, this place looks really good. Although, I did notice one little thing that might be a problem. And that is, when I came in here on the way out to Old Hermiton, there was a ghast right in here. And I'm assuming it wasn't supposed to be there. But there it was, big as life and full of fireballs. But anyway, heading back from the train of awesome. That really is an awesome train station, let me tell you. Head back into New Hermiton and get busy with some things. Mostly out at the castle, but it occurs to me that I really need to stop and check my mail, because I do believe there's a new issue of the Herald out. Alright, here we are. Get into town here. Yeah, I stopped into Old Hermiton to visit the sheep farm out there and collect some wool and stuff. Let's see, there's the Herald, and what's this? Moldy bread. Okay, moldy bread. Alright, let's fix this first. There we go. Pop that up there, and here's the Herald. Okay, good. Moldy bread. Like somebody bought some bread and then let it sit out in the rain and get moldy. Alright, let's go up here and deal with the Herald. I want to see what the news is. And I like to read my newspaper up here by my nightstand. Alright. Okay, justice served. Okay, the criminal activity is down. Although I wonder about the moldy bread. Was that some kind of a disinformation campaign? Some kind of a smear campaign on the bread company? I don't know. Let's see. People craving justice. A new courthouse in the business district has been designed to dispense swift justice to those wronged. Yet unknown how people will access the new courthouse or who will be the judge. Several hermits already claiming to be lawyers. This reporter would like to remind people that while it is true that they say about newspaper reporters, it's also true what they say about lawyers. There you go. Tired of eating dry, flaky bread, moldy soup, or inadequate pumpkin pies? Aha. Yeah. Dry, flaky bread, and then all of a sudden I think of this moldy bread in my inventory that was in my mailbox. Dangerous car dealership. New laws have to be passed, ready for our newly implemented legal system. Okay, I've got a subscription myself, so hey, that's absolutely good. And I'm not cheap. Actually, I am cheap, but the Herald is worth it. Well, there's a little something that's happened since that Abba caving thing. The winnings went missing. And Slip's name tag store. Another cow napping. Oh boy. Yeah, a coincidence, huh? Well, I wonder. Zombie pigment assassins. Not to be confused with the smaller general cousin, the zombie. Yes, zombie pigmen are nasty, nasty critters. Well, something has to be done about that. There needs to be a... okay. What am I going to do with it? Moldy bread. Okay, I'm just going to stick it over here for right now. And we'll deal with the moldy bread situation some other time. Meanwhile, now that I've got all this wool, I got a few enchanted books here. I was going to do something about replacing my helmet because it's just about shot and there's enough stuff on it. I don't think it can be repaired. So I brought these books over to, let's see, I do have another one here, so I can throw those on it sometime, and I don't need to do it right now. So, just going to leave that there. All right, I'm off to the castle, and we'll see if we can get some stuff done. All right, here we are. And it may not seem like there's a whole lot different, but I have spent a lot of time working on this. Working mostly on just this one side, and I've worked out something that might just be reasonable. Like, for example, here, using inverted stairs with torches behind them to get a little bit of lighting coming in through that way. The ceiling up here, half slabs, surrounded by inverted stairs, again with lighting behind them. And this is what I'm thinking about for the design of the stairwell. Now, I might take the stone brick all the way across. It might be better. I haven't decided yet. Or I might just leave the corner stone brick and the rest of it just smooth stone. And you come up here, and we've got a little pseudo chandelier kind of thingish right there. Sort of a recessed, slightly lighting fixture. And then up here there's more inverted stairs, this time cobble stairs, lighting behind them, of course. And then there's this channel of right here, upright stairs with inverted stairs above them on both sides. And behind it there's lighting. And it looks pretty good at night. I'll have to come back up here when it gets dark to show you what I mean. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if this beam needs to stay there. It is presented in a way down below this to look like an important load bearing. Maybe I should put a block of another log here to make that even with this. In fact, I probably should. But that's kind of the way this is shaping up. It's starting to look kind of like I'm having in mind. And as for this central staircase here, it's going to go up to probably about this level and then go right back into the hillside. And I think that's going to be the way to go for that. I've only been working on the one side because, well, I'm not 100% sure about it. But getting there. And there were at least 2 or 3 in the comments that mentioned the idea of using carpeting in the main hallway here. This stuff is temporary. Ignore that. But like over here, if I were to put down carpeting here and then conceal some glowstone underneath of it, let's see, what kind of carpeting will we need down here? For the central area here, red carpet, and maybe have it split and go off to each stairwell. And then the rest of it, though, I think green or lime would not really be a great idea. Let's just go with some plain vanilla white carpeting to start with. How about that? So if I come down here and knock that out, put a bit of glowstone down, put the carpeting down over it. And let's see, the red carpeting sort of like this. Drop another bit of glowstone here. Sort of like that, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. And of course that stuff wouldn't be here once construction is done, so. Alright, something like that. Noting that this over here would change to match that on that side. And then carpeting where that workbench and chest are when they're removed. Yeah, something like that. I think that's the general idea. Yeah, I think that might just be the way to go. I wonder if I need to bring that all the way up. Maybe I should. Alright. Let's try it and find out. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that looks like the way it needs to be. And the same thing here. Yeah. So the place is slowly but surely starting to shape up. And a lot of this stuff up here, of course, is not going to be visible because this is going to be closed off, and there'll be a new floor in there somewhere, I think. And around the edge here, there's going to be continuation of some of that shape over there coming over this way to hide these torches from the outside. So I'm making a little bit of progress. It's kind of slow going because I do something and then I have to stop and look at it and change it 18 different ways from Sunday and so on. But I think I'm getting there. And this over here is, okay, it's getting towards dark, so I'm going to wait for it to get full dark, and then we'll have a look at it with full dark and see how that looks. Alright, here we are. Full dark. We've got lighting up there around the edges, and that, I think that looks pretty good. Along here you've got the lighting coming from behind those stairs. This recessed light. And then more kind of really indirect lighting through the stairs up there and behind all of these. I think that's going to be the way to go. It looks good. May want to see about concealing some more lighting in these slabs here. We'll have to see about that. And then of course down here, there. And of course this will be open for the beacons down below somewhere. Exactly where, I'm not quite sure. And it might just expand this entryway into an entry hall coming out this way. That might be an idea too. I'm not quite sure, but just sort of take this shape of the doorway and extend it outward. Have to play with that a little bit. Okay, now I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a break from some of this design and fussing with how things look, and I'm going to dig down and get ready to set up my beacons. So let's go ahead and ditch all of this stuff. And I'm going to get this dug down to where the beacons are going to be. Alright, I've got the main shaft dug here, and I've got a channel here that I'm going to use to go back up. And let's see, let's get out some of this iron and the beacons. And some cobble for temporary stuff here. Okay, so if we place the beacons thusly, that's where they're going to end up being. Okay, so and that's enough to get one active. And if I come along here, that should activate a second one. It did. And then let's see, that's either one or two more. Two, okay. And that should be the last two. There we go. And now each level of this needs to be just one block wider all the way down to it's got the full size beacon thing here. Beacon pyramid, I guess. And this here area opens up into a fairly good sized cave area. There's plenty of the great unlit down here and also on the other side. And we'll get to dealing with that another time, of course. Let's just throw some lights on the wall here. Okay, now iron pyramid is done. And all I need to do is I'm just going to throw an extra couple of torches down here. Not that I think it's going to be an issue, but hey, what the heck. You know, we just come into this opening on left. Come up here, and it's time to set these beacons. Okay. Alright, that one's going to be speed 2. And this one can be haste 2. Resistance 2. And let's see. Might as well go with that too. Strength 2. And then finally, just plain old regeneration. Apparently you can't have regeneration as a primary. Okay. So we've got all this stuff going on here. And now it's just a simple matter. Let's see, I brought some stone back down to do this with. Fill this in. Toss a piece of carpet over that. And there we go. The first of several 6-packs is in place and working. Alright, great. And let's see, as for evening out the sides, making this side equal to that side, now that I've decided on it, I'll go ahead and take care of that stuff off camera. I think probably the next step is going to be go ahead and continue this into the hillside here. So let me go ahead and get some stuff to do that with. Alright, some slabs. Put the iron up. Go ahead and get some more stone. And let's see about just moving this back right into the mountain. Ah. My aim is atrocious these days. Sort of like that. Alright, let's see. I was thinking about it, and I think that the stuff that shows here on the side needs to be stone brick. So let's just go ahead and make up a bunch of it. And treat both sides. And just carry this all the way across. That'll be the base of the wall for this main hallway. And then the main this will go into the mountain a bit, and there will be a pretty much a full-scale throne room of sorts in there. And And I still have to figure out just exactly what kind of a shape that's going to take, but I do know that it's going to go in quite a ways. Alright, it's starting to take shape, at least to a degree. Okay, this is going to have to come all the way across. Thus. Hey, what that jump boost does come in handy. It takes some getting used to, but it does come in handy. Although there's some jumps you just can't make, even with that. But yeah. Alright, well, given that, wait a minute. I should continue the theme that I've already got started there. With the stairs. Oh, you. Like that. And then like this. And then behind that, set up some lighting. Okay. So that it has that kind of effect. Alright, let's get it set up over here on this side, see how that looks. I think that's going to do pretty good. There. Yes, I think that's going to work good. Yeah, that works. Alright, I'm going to work on evening these two sides out and, get this side shaped up like this one over here, get everything caught up to date, and give a lot of thought to exactly how I want to do the room in here. And also, I need to start giving some thought to what I'm going to do with the rest of the outside of this place. For example, over here, there's got a stairwell coming out here, but we don't want the stair itself to be showing. We have to have something out here that makes sense and looks right, and there's going to have to be the same thing in reverse over on this side. So I'm going to work on this and see what we come up with. Let me know what you think of the carpet idea and the lighting and so on. And we'll get some more progress on this soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.